Welcome to another video of the comic series. It's me again. Today, I'm talking about when Obi-Wan turned Darth Vader back to the light. I've already uploaded in the recaps of the Star Wars series. If you haven't seen the story yet and you don't remember, please go back and watch it. Check it out with this link below. You're watching Star Wars Theory 2.0. If you're new, please subscribe to get all latest videos. And let's get started. That was an odd time for Darth Vader. Something he wasn't used to dealing with a shadowy enemy. An enemy who didn't reveal their faces. The rebels were something else, but this was a new challenge for Vader. The Hind Snake Cults. The Hind Snake Cult tried to assassinate Emperor Palpatine, and if not for Vader, he would now be blown up with two other royal guards on a journey to find and locate the perpetrators behind the Darth Sidious assassination attempt. This is a weird comic, to say the least, because from the perspective of this story, all you need to know is that Vader landed on the moon filled with mystery. During that time, Vader came across a mystical temple emitting a green light beam that seemed strong enough to annihilate a Star Destroyer, exactly what he was looking for. Meanwhile, Vader was almost interested in learning about the powerful beam of light and how it works patiently. The priest brought him to their foretold prophecies, and he, undeniably, Vader the black armor of the mask of the laser sword in the image of two snakes, one of which was the Jedi, and the last and third snake had his head cut by Vader again. Only this time, the third snake embodied the Empire with all these snakes dead. Chaos will rule the world forever, until they could move on to the inner workings of the beam that was introduced to three other priests who expressed the same feeling that he was the prophesied chosen to add chaos to the world Vader's presence. He ignites his lightsaber, threatening to kill them right then and there. But Vader's words were in vain. They challenged him to destroy them if he so wished, as though they were honored to die at his side, taking him back to the prophecy or in a way that would challenge him. The priests led Vader into a dark secret space where there were a strange substance in the center. And the priest told Vader what he had to do was peek inside, and as soon as Vader reached the vines, he couldn't even breathe. And suddenly, he was transported into a vision where all was in an all-white Robin. His mask was off, his face was burnt, his eyes blue as a clear sky, reminiscent of his old self before he had been consumed by anger. He then saw himself battling against this person that always haunted his nightmares, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Through a furious duel this time, Vader was able to defeat Kenobi. Then came a new nemesis that was lingering inside his subconscious, his new master, Darth Sidious. He immediately let out a barrage of lightnings towards Vader, but his might was unparalleled in this vision. Vader began to dodge any bolt that gradually struck Sidious before it became engulfed by his lightning, and finally perished by Anakin's side. Staring at his inner self, the Dark Lord of the Sith had risen to be ruler of the world, embellishing the Hind Snake Cult. When Vader came to his senses, the priest was right there beside him, offering freedom from the codes of masters from practically anything that he would force the destiny of the universe from now on, as both entered the sacred room where the being was controlled by force-sensitive elders who could move the beam and direct it in any way they liked by simply reaching out to the Force. Vader grabbed the chunk of the crystal from which the beam was powered, but he marveled at this. It was the only place that you could find such a rare crystal, and he ordered every one of them to bow before the Emperor if they wished to survive. When they refused, Vader's choice was clear. He went on to destroy not only the priest, but every single being residing within the temple. His mission was now clear: to bring this mystical weapon before his master and put it in the master's weapons systems. Yet, what is most surprising to me is how faithful Vader was to the Emperor. With all his strength put before him, he dares not go against his leader, and his Empire's usual way of thought is to get this weapon for the Empire And naively, he always believed that Palpatine would eventually turn over the Empire to Vader. If it's all finished and done, then Vader will get the best of all worlds. This is exactly why all the data paths led to Luke Skywalker. Darth Vader had abandoned the notion that he would ever become an emperor. If Darth Sidious had not been killed, he would have had to kill his boss once and for all, as it had been more than 20 years since Darth Vader had died. It was not any closer to being the emperor of the world that he had once dreamed as he vowed Padme Amidala. But now by his side, he'd finally overthrow Palpatine and become king of the Emperor's empire with his son by his side. A curious turn of events for sure, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Please leave it down in the comments below. That's the review of the comic series when Obi-Wan turned Darth Vader back to the light. Hope you enjoyed this comic. I'm going to upload all other topics. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.